Hello. Today we're going to discuss the day divide override, the DDO transfer, and the cancel meal deduction. In my view here, I'm already logged in as a supervisor. I am in my first step of my navigator view. I've selected a time period, a previous pay period, and then my hyperfine. Now, when I click next, I see I'm in the tower punch issues. Even though my employees don't have any issues for me to get to their time cards, I can go ahead and then I can go to next for my approvals. In this area, I can highlight the employees that I want to select, and I can use the Go To widget and go to their time cards. From here, I can see that I have an employee who is a night shift employee. In this case, my employee, instead of being scheduled his normal 6 p.m. to 4:30, he is scheduled 6 p.m. to 11:30. Maybe he took a half a day. In this case, this time of 6 to 11:30 p.m. does belong to the current pay period, not in the previous pay period. So I need a way to push these hours to the next week. In this case, this is what's called the day divide override. The day divide is the midnight hour, and this tells the system how to push or keep time in a certain area. For your day and afternoon employees, or first and second shift employees, their hours belong to the in day. That means the time that they punched in, that is their day of record. For our third or night shift employees, their time goes to the out day. So for their work rule and pay rule, any time will belong to that out punch day. This is where we come into the issue when a person leaves early for a night or third shift scenario. The hours want to stay to that out day. The out day in this case is still that Sunday date, but we need that time to go to the next pay period. In this case, this is where you're going to do a DDO transfer. If you have a DDO in your selection, you can pick it from the pick list. This pick list will hold 5 values. If you don't have anything, then you're going to click on search and then go to the work rule, because it is a work rule transfer, not a labor transfer. So in our work rule area, your access will have a list of values that you will select from. In this case, you're wanting to select the specific DDO that you need. In this case, I need to select this DDO because this is not a temp employee. Notice this particular plant has 2 DDOs, one for temps and one for tower employees. So I'm going to select this one and I'm going to say apply. Now, notice that the time and the schedule are here on this one line. Now, to ensure that this is what I want to do, instead of just hitting save and then going to look at things, I'm going to ask the system to calculate things and show me what it's about to perform. So I'm going to click on my Calculate Totals button. Voila. Notice that the time went away. Once I hit save and go to my current pay period, you're going to see that now we've got Sunday plus, which is the Monday, is in the correct pay period that it needs to be in. Also, your work rule transfer will be there, and you will see the time in the week that it needs to be. When you switch to previous, you're going to see it this way. All right, so that is a DDO transfer. Now, I'm going to go to my next employee in my list. And in this case, I want to look at my, let's say Friday. Say for Friday, my employee worked through their lunch. And I want to make sure that he gets paid for that time. In this case, I'm going to right-click and click on Edit. Then I'm going to drop down on my Cancel Meal Deduction button. In this case, you do not need to know which specific meal deduction an employee has. You can simply scroll down and select all, because the system knows which meal deductions are assigned to that employee's pay rule, and it will give it back. Once you have that, you select OK. Now, you haven't saved yet, but it did show you here with the calculate totals automatically that is going to add 30 minutes to this employee's time. Now, if that is what you want to do, then you can go ahead and hit save. If you did it on the wrong day, then you can go ahead and hit refresh and it'll go back. So in my case, I'm going to hit save, and then you'll notice that the cancel deduction value is there. So with these two here that I've done my corrections to, I can go back to my supervisor workspace. I can simply hit refresh and then select the rows and do my time card approvals. And if we go back, you'll notice that the pay period has now turned yellow. That's your visual indicator, letting you know that the time card has been approved.